Turn up. Let's go. Fans, welcome to Carver Gymnasium for this evening's volleyball match. This evening's match features the St. Martin's University Saints as they take on our home team, your Western Washington University Vikings. At this time, we ask that you please rise and remove your caps. Military veterans are welcome to render a hand salute as we join together for the playing of our national anthem, performed this evening by the Western Washington University Pep Band. Fans, tonight is our GNAC Unity Night here in Carver Gymnasium. At this time, I'm going to read along with our student athletes the Unity Pledge that we are standing for. I am an NCAA student athlete, and I pledge to be a champion of unity on my team, on my campus, and in my community. I pledge to stand against all forces of division and separation. I pledge to embrace differences and strive for inclusion and collaboration. I pledge to stand against racism, hate, and discrimination. I pledge to strive for love, care, and forgiveness. I pledge to stand against silence, deceit, and obscurity. I pledge to strive for dialogue, truth, and understanding. I pledge to stand against fear and doubt. I pledge to strive for trust and belief in one another. I pledge to stand against complacency and stagnancy. I pledge to strive for change and growth. I commit to supporting my fellow student athletes in all circumstances that impact them. I commit to both choosing unity personally and encouraging it for all. I pledge these things because we are stronger together. Hashtag united as one. Thank you. Fans, now our team lineups. First, from the St. Martin University Saints, as announced by their head coach, Dan Banke. Coach Banke is assisted by Sean Clayton and Liz Colon. Let's welcome to the court the non-starters. Welcome number 2, Abby Halstead. Number 3, Mahina Pesquia. Number 8, Zoe Balagat. Number 9, Gracie Brenner. Number 10, Quincy Flowers. Number 12, Elizabeth Jenkins. Number 14, Alana Sagapolutele. Number 16, Shannon Sakai. Number 22, Kylie Kuhn. Number 24, Brittany Duvall. And number 26, Kayla May. Fans, now the starting lineup for the Saints. Welcome to the court number 1, Annalise Hitchcock. Number 4, Tia Allen. Number 11, Emily Gooding. Number 13, Giselle Benetti. Number 19, Maddie Gooding. Number 21, Jennifer Soa. And the libero, number 5, Kylie Alos. Fans, the St. Martin Saints. Viking fans, are you ready?
Ready or not, here I come. You can't hide.
Now fans, let's meet our home team, your Western Washington University Vikings. This evening's lineup is announced by our head coach, Diane Flick-Williams. Coach Flick-Williams is assisted by James Suh, Michaela Hall, Chris Leverins, and Brad Saindon. Fans, our non-starters, welcome to the court number 3, Anna Marisic. Number 4, Anna Vanderyacht. Number 5, Kylie Honrud. Number 7, Asia Stewart. Number 8, Tupu Lologo. Number 9, Abby May. Number 10, Devin Ostrich. Number 11, Gabby Kepley. Number 15, Carly Try. Number 16, Janelle Grant. Number 19, Adele Holland. And number 21, Kate Wick. Fans, now for our starting lineup. Welcome to the court from Burien, Washington, a sophomore, number 6, Malia Aliaga. From Duvall, Washington, a redshirt freshman, number 12, Chloe Ritzesender. From Olympia, Washington, a junior, number 13, Olivia Fairchild. From Duvall, Washington, a junior, number 17, Tess Biscup. From Auburn, Washington, a sophomore, number 18, Callie Heilborn. From Lake Stevens, Washington, a junior, number 22, Gabby Gunterman. And our libero from University Place, a sophomore, number 1, Casey Woodruff. Fans, these are your Western Washington Vikings!
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome here to WECU Court. We're on the campus of Western Washington University up here in Bellingham, Washington. We're here for a GNAC showdown between the first place in the conference, Western Washington Vikings, and the St. Martin's University Saints. The Vikings come into this one at 15-4 overall, now 11-1 in conference play. 2 games ahead now of the second place team, Alaska Anchorage. St. Martin's comes into this one a record of 10-12, 3-9 in GNAC play. And we're about to get this one underway. My name is Ben Bagley. I'm your voice of Vikings TV, bringing you the action tonight. Western is on a 10-match winning streak coming into this one. They just went up to Alaska last weekend and swept Alaska Anchorage and beat Alaska Fairbanks in 5 sets. They moved up 1 spot in the national rankings as well to number 18. We'll talk more about that later. The Vikings defeated the Saints the last time they played. That was October 9th in Lacey, Washington. The Vikings won that one in a 3-1. 3 sets to 1. And here we go, kicking us off tonight. It's going to be the setter, Malia Aliaga, back to serve. Serve goes over, set up by Hitchcock. Right at the net, blocked by Fairchild, played back into the net. And the Saints get it over. There's Gunterman, Aliaga over to Heilborn. Splits the crease, but dug out well. Hitchcock over to Allen, blocked right back. That was Biscup and Olivia Fairchild welcoming the Saints here to WECU Court. Nice rally to start us off. That's Tia Allen, a tremendous freshman for these Saints. Aliaga back to serve again, a short serve. There's Hitchcock over to Gooding. She just taps it over. Good dig by Woodruff. Here's Gunterman in the middle. Played to the back line. Hitchcock right at the net. Can't make a play, but does get it over. That's Gooding. Maddie Gooding. Biscup. Good diving dig. Here's Hitchcock. Over to Gooding. Played over right at the net. Fairchild's dug out. St. Martin's another good rally here. Another attack, and that one's off the side of the hand of Emily Gooding. You notice I'm going back and forth between Gooding and Gooding. There are 2 Goodings on the court. For the St. Martin Saints, number 11 is Emily Gooding. Number 19 is Maddie Gooding. Pair of sisters out of Renton, Washington. Both went to Kent Ridge High School as well. There's a serve into the net by Aliaga. And the Saints have their first point of the match. Back to serve for the Saints will be Tia Allen. She leads this team with 284 total points. It's 243 kills. She's averaging 3 kills per set. That's 8th in the GNAC. Here's Aliaga. Biskup down the middle. Benetti got a hand on it, but that ball was pummeled. Vikings take a 3-1 lead. Take a look on it from Biskup right down the pipe. That's what you see from Western night in and night out. Tons of power on offense. Here's Heilborn back to serve. Dug out by Benetti. Here's Hitchcock. Put over and down. That's Kylie Kuhn. Kylie Kuhn is third on this team in kills. 2.3 per set. Picks up the first kill of the match for the Saints. Back to serve Maddie Gooding. Aliaga quickly to Fairchild, but returned. Here's Hitchcock. Over quick and down. That's Jennifer Soha. Soha leads this team in hitting percentage, .297. She picks up the second kill for the Saints. Nice job going short with the set. There's Annalise Hitchcock on the set, and there's Biskup at the net. And that'll be a point for the Vikings. Chloe Ritzesender checking in now, so both the twins are at the net for the Vikings. Good set by Aliaga on that replay. A nice kill by Biskup. Here's Casey Woodruff, the libero, back to serve. Hitchcock behind her. It's a Gooding. Gooding gets it down. Emily Gooding, second on this team in kills. That's her second kill of the evening. Emily Gooding is a redshirt junior. Her younger sister, Maddie, is a true freshman. Good serve by Emily Gooding there. Aliaga over to Ritzesender to the back line. One of the most casual kills you may ever see in collegiate volleyball. Just a soft little push to that back corner. You can see St. Martin's, nobody was there in that back corner. Ritzesender just deposited it perfectly. 5-4 lead for the Vikings. It's Tupu Lologo back to serve. The logo normally used as a serving specialist for these Vikings. The logo 22 aces, 20 errors on the year. Good dig. Hitchcock at the net. Blocked, but down and out of bounds. That's Kylie Kuhn, point for the Saints. Kylie Kuhn with her second kill. We're tied up early. See a nice angle that she took. It was Ritzesender in there, got her hands on it. Even if Ritzesender hadn't gotten her hands on it, that angle looked like it might have found a dead spot and gotten down for a kill on the Viking side anyways. There's Aliaga at the net, setter dump, and that's going to be a kill. So Malia Aliaga, after missing 5 games due to an injury, returned as the full-time setter this last weekend in the Alaska trip. Played very well in both those wins. Here she is back in the starting lineup, getting a dump in her first kill. And here is the GNAC Offensive Player of the Week, Gabby Gunterman, back to serve. Set by Hitchcock. Soha out of bounds, point to the Vikings. As Gabby Gunterman is back to serve one more time. It's a 7-5 Vikings lead. Here's Gunterman. Dug out by Benetti, but over the net. Here's Aliaga. Quick one. Ritzesender. That's going back. Can they get there? They cannot. Point for the Vikings. So Gabby Gunterman back to serve one more time. She is the GNAC Athletic Conference Player of the Week. Offensive Player of the Week, I should say. Defensive was Callie Heilborn. This last weekend, Gunterman averaged 4.75 kills per set, hitting .326. And she recorded a pair of double-doubles in that road trip. She also averaged 4 digs per set. There's a tip attempt by the Saints, but that hits the antenna and goes out of bounds. Vikings here on a quick 4-0 run. Let's take a 9-5 lead. You can see the replay. Goes on the wrong side of that antenna. Gunterman has had 4 good serves in this little rally. Here's a 5th. And that one will be an ace. So So Gunterman picking up the ace. You can see it right here in the replay. Just dying. Knuckleball of a serve. No rotation whatsoever. The Vikings have now doubled the Saints. It's 10-5. Gunterman again. Hitchcock over to Allen. Allen puts it down for a kill. So Tia Allen leading this team as a true freshman. 243 kills on the year. That's 3 kills per set. Nice job just tipping it over the hands of the Western blockers. Western, the best blocking team in the GNAC. Here's Ritzesender on the attack. That one's blocked by the Saints. So coming into this one, Western number 1 in the GNAC in blocks per set. But it's the Saints there at the net. Picking up their first block of the game. 2 straight points. It's 10-7. Big kill by Heilborn, but somehow returned. However, returned out of bounds, and a point for the Vikings. I was trying to find this stat earlier, but Western is number 1 in the GNAC with 2.63 blocks per set. You can see on the replay there, nice effort by Tia Allen. And there's going to be a service error by Chloe Ritzesender, point for the Saints. Let me finish my thought here. Western first in the GNAC, 2.63 blocks per set. That's also 4th nationally. St. Martin's is 9th in the GNAC, 1.72 blocks per set. Here's Aliaga at the net, over to Heilborn. Good angle, but out of bounds. Western also leads the GNAC in hitting percentage, hitting .236. And St. Martin's is last, hitting just .150. See this ball by Heilborn just missing that sideline. And there's going to be a service ace by the Saints. That was Gabby Gunterman in position to return it. She thought it was wide. From my eye, it looked like it did hit that back line. Good call by the official. That ace was by Annalise Hitchcock, and she serves again. Woodruff over to Heilborn. Good dig. Touch at the net. A double touch at the net. That was Maddie Gooding. And a point for the Vikings. So far, the Saints with 4 attack errors in this first set. Vikings with just 2. Vikings are hitting .357. Saints hitting just .077. Here's Hitchcock over to Gooding. Blocked at the net. Still in play. Allen back over to Maddie Gooding. And down for a kill. So Maddie Gooding with a couple of attacks there. And finally one found her spot. Saints have done a good job battling back. Western was up 10-5. Now it's 12-11. This is Tia Allen back to serve. Aliaga at the net. Here's Biskup. Big and strong. Was it tipped? It was not. Point for the Saints as that one went out of bounds. Here's Tia Allen back to serve again. Heilborn with the first touch. Over to Fairchild. Fairchild barely gets it over, but it works out. Heilborn at the net is going to put it down and away for a kill for the Vikings. Callie Heilborn with her 3rd kill. And as I mentioned earlier, she is the GNAC Defensive Player of the Week. That is her 8th in her career, which ties her with Abby Phelps for the 2nd most in Western history. Kaylee Harper has the most all-time with 10. That's going to be an ace for Callie Heilborn. Heilborn this last weekend averaged 5.25 digs per set. She had 20 digs in the sweep against Anchorage and 22 in the 5-set victory versus Alaska Fairbanks. It's going to be a big kill by Emily Gooding for the Saints, keeping this a 1-point game. There's Olivia Fairchild trying to get the solo block at the net. She could not get it done, and here's Maddie Gooding back to serve. A laser beam of a serve, but it's over. There's Woodruff. Here's Gunterman. Puts it over and down, taking something off, but great placement. And the Vikings will extend their lead. Over to the side. She usually looks to go cross court there, and you can see the Saints were setting up for it, leaving that corner exposed, and Gunterman found it perfectly. Back to serve is Woodruff. Woodruff played over. Here's Hitchcock. Played over. Aliaga setting. Biskup. 1 touch, 2 touch. Nice one. Getting it over is Abigail Halstead. Aliaga to Biska. Blocked at the net. One touch, but that'll get down. Great block at the net by Kylie Kuhn. Kylie Kuhn and Jennifer Soha teaming up for that one. Looks like it was Kuhn that got a hand on it. We're back to a 1-point game. Heilborn, Aliaga. Here's Gunterman taking something off a bit, but that is able to be returned. There's Soha. Woodruff, Gunterman. Pardon me. That was Gabby Gunterman getting that attack. That went out of bounds. Point for the Saints. Vikings now with 5 attack errors in that first set. Aliaga to set. Biskup with the big attack, dug out well. Here's Hitchcock. Great dig by Woodruff. Biskup. Played over to Kuhn. Kuhn swing into the net. That'll be a point for the Vikings. That would have been 4 touches on the Saints. Kylie Kuhn now with 2 kills and her first attack error. It'll be Tupu Lologo back to serve. Vikings holding on to a 1-point lead. Here's the logo to serve. A short serve. That's dug out and returned, but out of bounds. Great effort there by Mahina Pesquia. Great diving effort, and the net almost was her best friend. But knocked that one just out of bounds. Woodruff was almost there diving in, but a point regardless for the Vikings. The logo to serve. Pesquia. Set up. Here's Kuhn. Big attack, but returned by Woodruff. Ritz Ascender to Gunterman. Returned by the Saints. Here's Kuhn again at the net. A big attack. Played right to me. You got that, cameraman? You got that again? You can see the attack here by Maddie Kuhn. Blocked at the net, but it did get down. Kill. Knuckle serve. Returned by Gunterman getting it over and getting it down. Vikings playing faster than I can think right now. In a flash of an eye, they have the serve back. Gabby Gunterman splitting the defense there, and she will be back to serve. 18-16 Vikings. Gunterman gets it over. There's Allen. Hitchcock back to Allen. Blocked at the net. Now 2 St. Martin's players bumped into each other, but it worked out. And a 1-2-3 and over for the Vikings. Hitchcock. Soha. Dug out by Aliaga. There's Woodruff back to Heilborn. That'll get down for a kill. What a sequence there by both teams. Vikings come out on top. You can see this 1-2-3 is pinball there for the Vikings as they get it over. We're going to have a timeout, and we're going to take our first quick break of the game. We'll be right back here from Carver in a minute.
Quality food brings people together, so we continue to provide the best and freshest food available. Every day, we reach out, finding the best producers right here in our backyard. At Hagen, we partner with passionate local producers, farmers, and fishers to find you the best sustainable, fresh, and organic food. Hagen, Northwest Fresh since 1933.
And welcome back here to Bellingham, Washington. We got the Vikings and the Saints clashing up here on the campus of Western Washington University. Let's take a look at that whole last crazy sequence before we went to break. See this 1-2-3 pinball that was Gunterman, Heilborn, and Lologo. Played back over by the Saints. Just a little tip. Then the setter, Aliaga, with a great dig. The libero with the set. And Heilborn kills it. 19-16 here in this first set. Gabby Gunterman back to serve. Vikings looking to get these last 6 points and take set number 1. Saints have played well here tonight as well. That's Allen. That'll be a kill. Woodruff can't get there. Tia Allen picking up her second kill. Saints playing tough. The last time these two teams met up, Western won 3-1. The Saints put up 19, 17, 25, and 19 in those sets. They were certainly not blowouts. There's a mishandled return by Heilborn. It'll be a point for the Saints. All of a sudden, it's a 1-point game, 19-18. So these St. Martin Saints, who have not been too much of a threat in the GNAC in years past, have a new head coach. This is his second year. We'll talk about that more later. And they are a brand new volleyball squad. This rally, there's Allen getting it over. Short. And Allen ties up this game. So a kill by Allen, a service ace by Alos, and another kill by Allen there. And the St. Martin Saints have tied this one up. It's 19. There is a service error. That's the libero Giselle Benetti. And the Vikings are the first team to 20 here in set number 1. We're going to get a substitution. It's going to be Adele Holland checking in. Adele Holland, the true freshman setter, filled in very nicely when Malia Aliaga was injured. And now should be used as a serving specialist. That serve is over, down, and in for an ace. So Adele Holland, fresh off the bench, her first time touching a volleyball, she gets a point. The nice short serve there, mishandled by Giselle Benetti. That will get down. Just realizing I'm mixing up a couple names here. The libero is actually Kylie Alos. I was calling her Giselle Benetti. Giselle Benetti is number 13 in red. My apologies to both players. Back to serve here is Annalise Hitchcock. Good return by Woodruff. Aliaga over to Heilborn. Tipped. Played. That's 2 hits. The third by Gooden. Here's Aliaga. Fairchild. Tipped at the net and down. That was a great dig by Tupu Lologo. Off the attack by Maddie Gooding. Easy one there for Lologo. Set up the play, and Fairchild finished it right at the net. 22-20 Vikings. Malia Aliaga back to serve. Dug out by Benetti. Played over. That's Tia Allen will get it down. Here come the Vikings. Aliaga down the middle. Gunterman. Dug out by Alos. Hitchcock over to Allen. They're going to say that Hitchcock had a double touch, so a point for the Vikings. See the rotation on the ball. That's what the referees are looking for. So 23-20, Malia Aliaga serves, gets it over. Here's Hitchcock again. Misplayed at the net. That was Maddie Gooding, couldn't get there. And the Vikings are on set point. Aliaga back to serve here on set point. 3 straight points for the Vikings. Serve is over, dug out. Here's Hitchcock, over to Gooding. Back line and in. Good answer there by Emily Gooding. No doubt about that one. Definitely did hit that back line. Good job by the official. Back to serve now will be Tia Allen for the Saints. Dug out by Gunterman. Aliaga, Fairchild, blocked at the net. Aliaga from her feet. Play at the net. It's still a 50-50. And that's going to get down. Maddie Gooding finishing it for the Saints. Coach Diane Flick-Williams not happy about those last 2 points. She's going to take a timeout. We're going to keep things right here. You can see that play. Aliaga giving it her all. But a play at the net, multiple plays at the net, over and over and over again. The Saints are not going away here in this one. The St. Martin Saints, I mentioned earlier, kind of a renaissance of sorts. Since 2010, the Vikings have all but dominated these Saints. They've played 65 sets. Vikings have won 63 of them. So that means that in the last 65 sets the Saints have played against the Vikings, they've only won 2 of them. One of them was earlier this year, October 9th in Lacey, and one of those was over 2010 to 2019. But these St. Martin Saints, there is some new management in the building. Head coach Dan Benke is taking over in his second year, He was hired back in February of 2020. after coaching for 5 seasons at the NAIA Huston-Tillotson University in Austin, Texas. During his time there, he actually went 94-52. In his last 3 years, he went 75-20, so a great winning percentage. The only thing was, when he had taken over those previous 5 years before he took over at that university, Huston-Tillotson was 16-145. So when he took over, this team was 129 wins under 500. When he left, they were 55 wins over 500. We'll talk more about that soon. Here's a return by Heilborn. Aliaga to Fairchild, blocked at the net, but out of bounds, and set point is going to the Vikings. Vikings take set number 1 in a well-played first set here in Bellingham. But hold everything, we are going to get a challenge. So before we go to break here, we are going to get a challenge from head coach Dan Banky. He's going to challenge that ball did not go out of bounds, landed inbounds. Would make it a point for the Saints. We're going to wait on official word here from our referees. I'll take this time to finish up my thought, what I was saying about Benke. So these St. Martin Saints, back in 2018, they went 4-22. In 2019, they went 1-28. So a team that had really not found much success. All of a sudden, they hired Dan Benke, someone who just had a renaissance at a different school, Huston-Tillotson University, turned a losing program into a winning one. And now here for the Saints this year, they are 10-12. This is their first 10-win season since joining the NCAA back in 1999. So Dan Banky now in his second rebuild project, if you will, at the collegiate level. Doing it very well, turning the St. Martin's team back into a contender here in the GNAC. However, the Vikings do lead the all-time series over the Saints 64-5 with a current, get this, 43-match winning streak. Banky and the Saints hoping to change that here tonight. As it stands right now, the Vikings have just won set number 1. Well, we'll see if that ball landed in or out of bounds. It was called out on the court. You be the judge there. Man, that is mighty close. If it is out, the Vikings have won the set. If it is in, it is 24-23 and we'll keep playing. Here's a better angle of it. Well, good angle, but blocked by the players. You can see St. Martin's thought that was in right away. And that head referee really was blocked by Kylie Kuhn, her body, number 22 of the Saints. The line judge really couldn't see it quite well. And that one is almost blocked too by the shoulder of Gabby Gunterman. Man, this will be a very tough replay. That is mighty close to the white line. I'm not sure if it's in or out. But it really could not get much closer. I like the use of the challenge here as well by head coach Dan Banky. Very pivotal spot in this match. I mentioned the Vikings have won 63 of their last 65 sets against St. Martin's. They just won this one unless the challenge overturns the call. It is a point for the Vikings. Set 1 goes their way. Vikings take the first set 25-22. We're going to be right back here in Bellingham for set number 2 right after this.
In NCAA Division II, student athletes leave a lasting impression on their communities. That's because Division II student-athletes want to make a difference and truly be part of their surrounding communities. Through community engagement, thousands of student-athletes from various backgrounds interact with community members who view them as role models. This interaction leaves a positive and perhaps even life-changing impression on all those involved. In Division II, we rise to the opportunity and make community engagement ours.
Dear college sports,
There's light at the end of the tunnel.
A return to normal, and all we love about sports.
You've instilled resilience, focus, and selflessness in us. We've put those lessons to work.
we've found strength and unity in each other.
You continue to take us places we never imagined.
You bring out the best in us.
So when we look forward, we see the light at the end of the tunnel.
We see a better world for all of us.
And
for college sports.
In NCAA Division II, community engagement is an initiative at all 25 national championships because student-athletes want to give back while competing for a national title. Over the course of the year, Division II student-athletes have an opportunity to leave a lasting impression in local communities throughout the country. Whether Division II student-athletes are volunteering at hospitals, schools, after-school care programs, foster homes, or retirement villages, they make a difference in the lives of others. In Division II, we rise to the opportunity and make community engagement ours.
Welcome back here to Bellingham, Washington for this GNAC matchup between the Western Washington Vikings and the St. Martin Saints. My name is Ben Bagley, bringing you the action tonight. Western won that first set by a score of 25-22. Let's look at some stats first for the Saints. Leading the way in kills was Tia Allen and Emily Gooding, each with 4. The Saints hit 242 and had 2 team blocks in that first set. Vikings hit 235 with just 1 block. Leading the way for the Vikings was Callie Heilborn with 4 kills, and 4 other players had 2. Vikings had a 59 side-out percentage, 51% for the Saints. St. Martin's really did battle with the Vikings there in that first set. Matched up with them statistically, really went toe-to-toe with them statistically. Remember I mentioned earlier, Western is first in the GNAC in hitting percentage this season. St. Martin's is dead last, but in that first set, the Saints actually did out-hit the Vikings. Both teams with 13 kills in the first set, 5 errors. And after a fun set number 1, it's time to get started here with set number 2. Back to serve is going to be Annalise Hitchcock for the Saints. Hitchcock has 10 assists and an ace here in this match. At the net, that's Ritzesinder, played over by the Saints. Tapped at the net, the first point of this second set is going away to St. Martin's. Kill by Emily Gooding from Annalise Hitchcock. Nice set there by Hitchcock, way behind her head, and Gooding was right there. Here's Hitchcock back to serve again. Ritzesinder at the net, right up the middle. Good kill for number 12. Aliaga saw her all the way. That attack was wide open, and she capitalized. Tupula Logo is going to check in to serve. Serve is over and short. Mishandled by Tia Allen. That's going to be an ace for the Vikings. Western Washington is still in last place in the GNAC in total service aces. They've gotten just enough to keep them in these matches. 96, 97 now total service aces on the year for the Vikes. That's going to be a kill for the Saints. That was Gunterman and Woodruff. Couldn't figure out who was going to dig it out. Neither one did. Take a look at it here. That was Gooding, Emily Gooding, and it just dropped right to the floor. Short serve. Aliaga. Ritzesinder tapped over. Dug out. Hitchcock at the net. Gooding. Aliaga back line. Over by Woodruff. Here's Hitchcock again. That's Kuhn. Aliaga to Gunterman on the side. That's 1 touch. Will they get it over? That's 2. They do. Here's Aliaga set. Ritzesinder. They won't return that one. Vikings get a kill. Good rally on that one, but it's Ritzesender picking up her second kill of the set. And Gabby Gunterman, reigning GNAC Offensive Player of the Week, back to serve. Vikings were also named the GNAC Team of the Week after their sweep of the Alaska teams. Here's Kuhn. Hits it into the net. Another point for the Vikings. Kylie Kuhn was ready for it. Just hit it straight into the net. Unforced error there for the Saints. Vikings take a 2-point lead. It's Gunterman back to serve. Hitchcock over to Kuhn. Plays it sideways, but that's 1-2-3. Well played over by the Vikings. And how about a kill off that third touch? Well done. There was a little pinball action again. It was Heilborn to Lalogo. Let's see it here. Heilborn with just a fist. Lalogo with just a fist. And Gunterman just deposits it for a kill. Nice topspin on that hit. Here come the Saints. The one-handed set and a big kill by Maddie Gooding. What a set as well from Annalise Hitchcock. Going up, it's right at the net, so she just reaches out with one hand, and man, that was some power. 5-3 now, Vikings lead, Saints to serve. Over to Heilborn. Hit into the net. Was it blocked? It was. That was just barely blocked. You see it here, but she did hit it into the net. Let's see if the Saints did actually get a hand on it. Oh, they most certainly did. Taking a quick break here. They're asking a Western photographer to move into the bleachers instead of standing on the field. Excuse me, on the court. It was Coach Diane Flick-Williams took her mask off and said, "Hey, photographer, get out of here." Now we're back to play. 50-50 at the net. Wasting no time is Olivia Fairchild. Saints think it's still in play, but it is not. It is the Vikings. Point. Killed by Olivia Fairchild. See, the libero there almost got a leg on it, and the Saints thought it was still in play. It was not. So it's 7-3 here. Here's Hitchcock. Gooding. Blocked at the net, but Lalogo got it. Aliaga back to Heilborn. Off the head of the blocker and out of bounds for a kill. Callie Heilborn getting a little creative with it there. Her 6th kill. This one just dinks right off the head of Emily Gooding. Creative way to redirect that ball. Vikings up 8-3. Here's Kuhn pushing to the back line. Gunterman digs it. Quick to Fairchild. Returned by the Saints. Gooding tipped at the net. Returned Aliaga. Here's Gunterman. Return one more time. Hitchcock over to Gooding again. Tipped at the net. Lalogo got a hand on it. That's 2 hits. Third one is deep. Gunterman. Big heave, and she gets it back over. Hitchcock at the net again. One-handed set. And we're still in play. Fairchild to set. Here's Heilborn. Nice dig. Hitchcock to set again. Kuhn. Lalogo digs it out. Here's Aliaga, wide to Heilborn. Takes something off of it. Return once again. Hitchcock, quick. Soha tipped at the net. Hitchcock again. This is Gooding. Blocked at the net by Heilborn and Fairchild. Man, what a rally. Back and forth we go, but the Vikings eventually end up on top. There's a tip by Soha, tipped right back over by Fairchild. And then the big block at the net. It's 9-3 Vikings. We got a timeout on the floor. We're going to take a quick break. Be right back.
Quality food brings people together, so we continue to provide the best and freshest food available. Every day, we reach out, finding the best producers right here in our backyard. At Hagen, we partner with passionate local producers, farmers, and fishers to find you the best sustainable, fresh, and organic food. Hagen, Northwest Fresh since 1933.
Welcome back to Bellingham. Vikings leading 9-3 here in the second set. Here's a replay of that final point before we went to break. Number 4 team in the country in blocks per set, picking up their first block of this second set. Here's another replay of it. Fairchild getting hyped, one of the best blockers in the country. And here we go, resume play. It's Emily Gooding pushing it wide. Vikings take a 10-3 lead here in the second set. Their biggest lead of the entire match thus far. Remember, Western is on a 10-match winning streak. 5 of those have been sweeps in that time. There's a big kill attempt by Kuhn. Back over come the Vikings. Tipped at the net. Kuhn digs it out. Here's Hitchcock over to Emily Gooding. Gunterman was frozen on it, and Gooding gets the kill. You can see Gunterman here. She was in position, then it was tipped at the net, and she just couldn't move. It's the equivalent of getting your ankles broken in volleyball. That's going to be a service ace by Emily Gooding. Off the hands of Gabby Gunterman. So Emily Gooding getting the better of Gunterman on each of those last 2 points. It's 10-5. Short serve, the logo digs it. Aliaga to Heilborn. Nice kill by Heilborn. Right down the line with power. Her 7th kill now of the match. Good set and a textbook kill. Heilborn top 10 in the GNAC in kills. And so good defensively. She can truly do it all. Here we go, back to Malia Aliaga. Return, set by Hitchcock. Over to Kuhn. Played at the net. That'll get down. Kuhn with the kill. Kylie Kuhn picking up her 4th kill. 14 total attacks for her 2 attack errors, so she's hitting 143. Back to a 5-point game. Benetti to serve. And Benetti with the service error. So the Saints now have had 2 service errors. The Vikings have had 2 service errors as well. But 5 aces for the Vikings and just 3 for the Saints. Here's Heilborn to serve. Benetti with the dig. Played over to Allen. Big, strong at the net, but it goes back over. Allen again. Return by Aliaga. Fairchild over to Gunterman. Blocked at the net. Good one there. Teaming up with Annalise Hitchcock and Jennifer Soha. Both teams now with 2 total blocks in the set. See, it was Fairchild with the middle blocker set. Not something you see very often, but she did it well. That was Gunterman blocked at the net. Aliaga quick to Fairchild. Returned by St. Martin's. They try and go quick again. It's blocked. 3rd hit goes over. Heilborn. Here's Aliaga. Tess Biskup splits the Red Sea and gets it down. Tess Biskup going cross court there through the Saints defense. Vikings lead 13-7. Libero Casey Woodruff back to serve. Serve to the corner. It was touched. Back over. This is Tia Allen. Heilborn gets a touch to Woodruff. Over to Gunterman. And she deposits it for a kill. GNAC Player of the Week looking good. That is her 4th kill. See there on the replay, nobody even had a chance to touch it. That one was a rocket. The Vikings have doubled the Saints, 14-7. Hitchcock over to Tia Allen. Heilborn with a good dig. Aliaga, here's Gunterman. Was it touched at the net? Yes, it was. Point for the Vikings. Gunterman now with back-to-back kills. That's 5 for her. Let's see at the replay here if it was tipped at the net. Ooh, that one was mighty close, but the next serve has already come underway. So that point will stand for the Vikings. There's Gooding. Aliaga dug it out with her chest. Straight to Ritzesender, and that is in. One of the more bizarre assists that Malia Aliaga will ever have in her career. But a great kill by Chloe Ritzesender. See, she just bumped it off her chest, and Ritzesender just took advantage of the defense recovering. Vikings barely get that serve over, but it's good. That one will go out of bounds. Western stays on this run. That's 5 points in a row now. It's 17-7. That attack error was by Maddie Gooding. Saints have 5 kills and 4 attack errors in this second set. Vikings have 11 kills, just 1 attack error. Woodruff to serve again. Short serve, returned by Benetti. Here's Tia Allen, blocked at the net, but he will hit the antenna and land out of bounds, so a double whammy. Point for the Saints. That was the Twins, Biskup and Ritzesender going up for it. And back to serve now is going to be Annalise Hitchcock. 17-8 lead for the Vikings here as the serve comes over. Aliaga with the set, over to Biskup. To the corner, down again. Biskup and Ritzesender are playing very, very well. Great set by Aliaga from a weird position, but Tess Biskup was right there for her. Make that 12 kills now for the Vikings here in this second set. The logo to serve. Short one. Returned. Here's Hitchcock. Back to Tia Allen. Good kill by Allen. Right down the line. It's 18-9. Tia Allen now picking up her 6th kill. 14 total attacks. 1 attack error. She's hitting .357. Allen serves. This is over by Ritzesender. Great second touch, but it goes out of bounds. Great effort by the Saints defense there, but the Vikings will get the point. You can see that is Tia Allen just getting a fist on it, and then Kuhn gets a fist on it as well, but never cleared the antenna. Gabby Gunterman serving. 19-9, Vikings lead. Serve over. Here's Hitchcock to blocked at the net. They cut me off. That was Heilborn and Ritzesender. Playing it at the net was number 9, Gracie Brenner. Her first attack of the match. And Callie Heilborn just met her in her tracks. It's 20-9. Gunterman will get an ace. I heard some of the Saints players yelling, out, out. But that was Abigail Halstead who decided it was in. She made a play on it. But couldn't get it to a teammate, and that's a kill, or a service ace, excuse me, for Gunterman. The 6th ace of the match for the Vikings. Gunterman serving again, 21-9 the lead. And that's 2 service aces in a row. Gabby Gunterman, she hit both of them off of number 2, Abby Halstead, for the Saints. So Halstead, 2 returns in a row that just didn't go to anyone. And quickly now it's 22-9. That one will be returned. Here's Hitchcock. Over to Gooding. Blocked at the net, but couldn't make a play. That was Ritzesender got a hand on it, and then Heilborn just tried to react. It'll be 22-10. Back to serve will be Gracie Brenner. Good effort on the play. To the net, and it's a dump. The Saints recover. Here's Kuhn. Dug out by Gunterman. The logo to Heilborn, excuse me, and that'll be a kill for Callie Heilborn. Tupu Lologo picking up her first assist of the match. Excuse me, her second. Nice set, and Heilborn just goes right down the middle. That was Brenner, couldn't dig it out. 23-10 with Adele Holland back to serve. Here's Hitchcock to Emily Gooding. Tipped at the net and out of bounds, but a point for the Saints. That kill was by Emily Gooding. She has 9, 3 attack errors, 18 total attacks. She's hitting .333. Gooding and Callie Heilborn are tied for the match lead with 10 points. This is Emily Gooding now back to serve. Referees chatting about something. Making sure all the rotations are in order, and they are. So St. Martin's to serve. Lologo, Aliaga, Fairchild, out of bounds. Another point for the Saints. So back-to-back points here now for the Saints. They cut the lead from 13 to 11. Still with an uphill battle here, trailing 23-12 in the second set. Make me eat my words a little bit. There's 3 points in a row, a service ace by Emily Gooding. Lead is back to 10. Gooding to serve. Here's Aliaga. Gunterman down the middle. Dug out. Hitchcock, the setter dump. The logo got a fist on it. Fairchild gets it over. Broken play, 1-2. There is no 3, and the Vikings get a point. Two Saints tripped over each other, and neither one of them was able to get that third ball. And take a look at it here. Heilborn fired up about that one. Look at that laugh. Man, these girls certainly have a ton of fun. And it's set point here in set number 2. Leah Aliaga back to serve. It's 24-13 Vikings. Out of bounds, service error. So a quick pause on the excitement for the Viking fans in the building. Service goes back to the Saints. It's 24-14. 3 service errors now for the Vikings, 2 service errors for the Saints. Here's the serve. Gunterman, Aliaga, here's Fairchild. Way too much mustard on that one. Well out of bounds, 24-15. So a service error followed by an attack error. And the Saints still have life. Here's a serve by Benetti. Gunterman, Aliaga, here's Heilborn. Played the angle, but it's returned. Here's Tia Allen, tipped at the net, returned. Aliaga, Tess Biskup, tipped, returned again. Hitchcock to Allen, dug out by Gabby Gunterman. The set over to Heilborn, into the net. They'll say it was blocked. Fairchild gets it over. There's carnage on the floor. Everybody's tripping over each other, but that gets over again. Dug out by Heilborn. Here's Aliaga to Gunterman. Down the pipe. Blocked out of bounds. And that will do it for set number 2. Vikings take it 25-15. Couple of nice rallies and a very nice one to end it. Here's the kill that will send us home by Gabby Gunterman. A couple players tripping over each other. There's 1, 2, and here's Gunterman to take us to break before we come back for set number 3.
In NCAA Division II, student athletes leave a lasting impression on their communities. That's because Division II student athletes want to make a difference and truly be part of their surrounding communities. Through community engagement, thousands of student athletes from various backgrounds interact with community members who view them as role models. This interaction leaves a positive and perhaps even life-changing impression on all those involved. In Division II, we rise to the opportunity and make community engagement ours.
Dear college sports,
There's light at the end of the tunnel.
A return to normal, and all we love about sports.
You've instilled resilience, focus, and selflessness in us. We've put those lessons to work.
we've found strength and unity in each other.
You continue to take us places we never imagined.
You bring out the best in us.
So when we look forward, we see the light at the end of the tunnel.
We see a better world for all of us
And
for college sports.
In NCAA Division II, community engagement is an initiative at all 25 national championships because student athletes want to give back while competing for a national title. Over the course of the year, Division II student athletes have an opportunity to leave a lasting impression in local communities throughout the country. Whether Division II student athletes are volunteering at hospitals, schools, after-school care programs, foster homes, or retirement villages, they make a difference in the lives of others. In Division II, we rise to the opportunity and make community engagement ours.
Quality food brings people together, so we continue to provide the best and freshest food available. Every day, we reach out, finding the best producers right here in our backyard. At Hagen, we partner with passionate local producers, farmers, and fishers to find you the best sustainable, fresh, and organic food. Hagen, Northwest Fresh since 1933.
Welcome back here to Bellingham, Washington on the campus of Western Washington University. Vikings currently leading the St. Martin Saints 2-0 here in this Thursday night GNAC showdown. My name is Ben Bagley, set to bring you set number 3. Let's take a quick look at the stats from set number 2. Vikings really dominated it offensively and defensively. They hit 371 as a unit and held the Saints to hitting just 111. Looking at overall team leaders, Callie Heilborn leading the way with 8 kills for the Vikings. Britzesender and Gunterman each have 6. Fairchild and Biskup each with 4. Vikings hitting 304 as a team with 3 total blocks. And for the Saints, Emily Gooding right now with 9 kills. Tia Allen has 6. Kylie Kuhn has 4. As a team, they're hitting 174 with 3 blocks as well. Vikings have a 10-match winning streak. They're currently on a 10-match winning streak, I should say. 5 sweeps within that streak. 1 set away from making it an 11-game winning streak with 6 sweeps. We'll talk about this more later in the set as well. The Vikings right now are ranked number 18 in the country. Here is Casey Woodruff to serve to start off the third set. Good serve. Here's Hitchcock. Tia Allen. Good dig. That's 1-2. Heilborn gets it over. Hitchcock. Here's Brennan. Blocked at the net. A little bit of Gabby Gunterman and Chloe Ritzesender. That was Brenner, excuse me, not Brennan. And Gunterman just deposits it back on the Saints side of the court. Here's Woodruff to serve again. Quick at the net. Nice dig by Gunterman. Set up, popped over. Blocked at the net. Ritzesender and Biskup teaming up. That was an attack from Tia Allen. Vikings first 2 points, both blocks. Woodruff again. That's a 50-50 ball from Woodruff. There's 2. Here's Gooding. Played to the back line. Is that going to go to the net? It will. But Tia Allen cannot handle it, and the Vikings are going to go up 3-0. Woodruff back to serve again. 3-0 Vikings. Here's Hitchcock, back to Tia Allen. Blocked at the net. Excuse me, not blocked at the net. My brain went on autopilot a little bit there. Split the Viking defense, a point for the Saints. Vikings had blocks in their first 2 points, and part of my brain must have assumed it happened again, but a point for the Saints, and they're back to serve. Here's Hitchcock. Heilborn, Aliaga. Here's Biskup. Hit at the net, but it gets through. Kill for Biskup. That's 5 for her now. This Viking offense just so balanced. You see Biskup getting that one down for a kill. Heilborn leads the way right now with 8. Biskup and Gunterman each have 6 kills. Biskup has 5 and Fairchild has 4. There's Tupelo Logo to serve. A nice short serve. Dug out by Benetti. Here's Tia Allen. Good dig by the Logo, one-handed. Here's Gunterman. That one's tipped but returned. Tia Allen dug out by Casey Woodruff. Here's Callie Heilborn to the corner, but that's wide. Heilborn is having a great match. 8 kills, 8 digs. But that one will go wide. Just hit it too hard. 4-2 now. Vikings lead. Here's the kill by Logo, or attack by Logo. My goodness. That's going to be a point for the Vikings, I believe, because it hit the ceiling here in Carver Gymnasium. Or one of the support structures, I should say. Or correct that, it was an attack arrow by the Logo, so a point for the Saints. Pardon me. That one's going to be a kill for the Vikings. Ritzesender just putting it right into the teeth of the blockers and through. 5-3. Gabby Gunterman back to serve. She has 3 aces tonight. There's Hitchcock wide to Kuhn. Great dig by Woodruff. Here's over to Heilborn. Heilborn mishandles it. Tough shot, but mishandles it. Saints with a point. 5-4 now. Brenner back to serve. Aliaga played it up to no one. So some miscommunication there on that set, and that will tie this set up 5-5. Brenner gets it over. What a touch there by Chloe Ritzesender for the kill. The softest of soft touches. See the set there by Aliaga and just barely kissing it, dropping it in about as shallow as I've ever seen. Vikings take a 6-5 lead. Ritzesender back to serve. To the corner, but returned. Here's Hitchcock from out of bounds into Gooding, and she hits that one out of bounds. Vikings take a 7-5 lead. Ritzesender back to serve again. See Emily Gooding there, just pushing it wide. Dug out, Hitchcock over to Kuhn. That one will get down for a kill, 7-6. Kylie Kuhn has been having a nice night. That's 6 kills for her now. Gooding gets that serve over. Here's Aliaga to Heilborn to the corner, out of bounds. So we had back-to-back points from the Vikings to give them a 7-5 lead, and now back-to-back points for the Saints to tie this game back up. Emily Gooding is back. Her serve is a good one. Here's Aliaga. Fairchild, the power, but it's dug out. Hitchcock over to Kuhn. That power is not matched, and the Saints take the lead here in set number 3. Kylie Kuhn putting it right at the feet of Gabby Gunterman. And Emily Gooding's going to be back to serve again. Here's Aliaga with the dump. That's a 50-50. It comes back over. That's going to be a point for the Saints. I didn't see what happened. We'll get the official word soon. Emily Gooding will be back to serve one more time. Oh, they got Olivia Fairchild right there touching the net. Aliaga the serve. Excuse me, the set. The set was to Fairchild. It was blocked at the net. And the Saints now have a 10-7 lead. Anna Marisic is going to check in for the first time here in this game. See the good block there. That was Soha and Kuhn teaming up for it. Saints have scored 5 in a row. Here's Heilborn looking to change that. The logo digs out the block. Heilborn again to the corner, dug out. Hitchcock over to Kuhn. Blocked at the net, but still in play. Here's the logo with the set. Over to Heilborn. Took something off of it. It's still on the net. 50-50 goes back in play. Here's Emily Gooding. Backline in for a kill. Coach Diane Flick-Williams is going to take a timeout here. Saints on a 6-0 run. We're going to take a quick break and be right back here in set number 3.
In NCAA Division II, student athletes leave a lasting impression on their communities. That's because Division II student athletes want to make a difference and truly be part of their surrounding communities. Through community engagement, thousands of student athletes from various backgrounds interact with community members who view them as role models. This interaction leaves a positive and perhaps even life-changing impression on all those involved. In Division II, we rise to the opportunity and make community engagement ours.
And welcome back here to Bellingham. We're on WECU Court. Vikings leading 2-0, but the St. Martin Saints on a 6-0 run here in set number 3 make it an 11-7 match. Emily Gooding has been serving this whole run. She serves again. Here the Vikings' first attack, blocked at the net, but the block goes into the antenna. So that'll be a kill for Callie Heilborn. Good set by Aliaga. And Aliaga will be back to serve. The Vikings breaking that run right out of the timeout. Here's Kuhn with the attack, blocked at the net. Here's Kuhn attacking again. That one hit into the net but in play. Anna Marisic to get Callie Heilborn. That's going to be a double hit on Anna Marisic and a point for the Saints. Saints back to serve. It's going to be Giselle Benetti. Here's Heilborn. Straight into the net. And the Saints keep marching their lead. It's 13-8. Here's Benetti. Returned by Woodruff. Here's Gunterman, hit at the net, but that'll get down for a big kill. When the Vikings needed her most, there is the reigning GNAC Offensive Player of the Week. It was redirected at the net. Kylie Alos couldn't make a play on it, the libero. Alos there, dug out that serve, but she put it right at the net, and Gunterman was there to just eat it up, put it right back down, 13-10. So quickly, 2 straight points for the Vikings. You can see Alos there put that return right back to the net. Not the best place for it. Here come the Saints back on offense. And Jennifer Soha is going to pick up a kill, make it 14-10. Kylie Alos now, the libero to serve. Here's Biscup with a big kill. That'll get down. I always get so ahead of myself. I always say Biscup with the kill before it even gets down. When I mean to say Biscup with the attack, but so frequently they are kills, as it was on that time. Sometimes my brain just assumes it is before it is. That time it was, though. Here's Woodruff to serve. There's a block at the net. Saints have it again. There's Allen, dug out by Woodruff. Aliaga to Ritzesender, still in play. Hitchcock over to Allen, blocked at the net, still in play. Aliaga to Biscup. Big swing, but dug out. Hitchcock to Emily Gooding. Out of bounds, point for the Vikings. Western battling back. They've scored 4 of the last 5. See on the replay here, it was Gooding. She wasn't quite in the right position for it. Set was a little bit behind her, so she pushed it wide. There's a big block by Gunterman, but still in play. Gunterman gets another. The 1-2-3, that's returned. Well done by the Saints. Aliaga to Ritzesender, dug out again. Here's Hitchcock deep, over to Tia Allen. Played the angle. Casey Woodruff with a great play, and it's still in play. Hitchcock over to Allen, blocked at the net, returned. Over to Tia Allen one more time, tipped over. There's Gunterman, there's Aliaga. Tess Biscup takes something off of it. All right, here we go once again. Emily Gooding with the big attack. Casey Woodruff digs it out. Here's Biscup with the attack, tipped, and that'll be down for a point for the Vikings. Another great rally. We've seen a number of really strong rallies here tonight. Big digs, big attacks, big blocks. We're going to get a timeout on the floor. We're going to keep things right here for this one. It's 14-13. The Saints have the lead, but the Vikings have come storming back. So I've mentioned a couple times these Vikings are ranked number 18 in the country. Obviously, they are first in the GNAC. They're 11-1 in GNAC play. Next top team is Alaska Anchorage. They are 9-3. Alaska Anchorage will be coming here to Bellingham on Monday, November 8th. Don't want to miss that one. But these Vikings, ranked number 18 in the country. So I'm a bit of a D2 volleyball savant for some reason because I've taken this job. I just enjoy sports, D2 volleyball. So I've dove. I'm a journalism major. I should know English. I dove way into the lore of everything that's going on in D2 volleyball. So let me break it down for you. Back on September 27th, Western Volleyball was ranked number 20 in the country by AVCA Volleyball. That's the American Volleyball Coaches Association. Since then, since they were ranked number 20 in the country, from September 27th to October 25th, they went 7-0. They swept 4 straight opponents. They averaged over 3 blocks per set, and they outkilled their opponents by over 50. And in that 1 month span of that much domination, they moved from number 20 to number 19 in the national rankings. Since then, they went 2-0 in that sweep, that Alaska sweep. Alaska Anchorage Seawolves were actually almost ranked. They were receiving votes in the top 25. They roughly ranked number 27. So the Vikings defeated them as well. So a road sweep, 10-game winning streak. They've only moved up to number 18 in the country. So since September 25th until now, it's been nothing but Viking dominance. They've only moved up 2 spots in those national rankings. There's a lot of good volleyball out there. And if you're a Western fan, you'll remember the number 1 team in the country right now is MSU Denver, who started off their season by coming up to Bellingham for the WWU Invitational. All right, I'll get off my D2 volleyball lore soapbox, and let's get back to this one. That was Tess Biscup just missing. St. Martin's with 2 quick points out of the timeout. It's 16-13. Oh, Callie Heilborn so close. Almost got that one. Almost got it. That's a service ace by Annalise Hitchcock. 17-13 Saints. And here's the serve again from Hitchcock. Here's Aliaga. Quick to Ritza sender. Can't make the play. That is Hitchcock on defense, and it's 17-14. See the attack at the net. Went right into the lap of Annalise Hitchcock. Serving is Lulogo. That one goes straight out. Service error, point for the Saints, 18-14. Vikings now have 4 service errors, 7 service aces. The Saints have 2 errors, 5 aces. Here's Tia Allen to serve. That is in! Coach Diane Flick-Williams immediately grabs that challenge card. She will challenge. So we're going to have our second video replay of the evening here in set number 3 with the Saints leading 19-14. They're challenging to see if that serve was in bounds or not. So far in this third set, Vikings actually have more kills than the Saints, but more errors as well. Vikings with 9 kills. Just in this set, Vikings with 9 kills. Saints with 7. Vikings with 7 attack errors. Saints with just 5. Still awaiting official ruling from our referees. Looks like they have their answer. If that serve was in or out. Overruled, that serve was in, so a point for the Vikings. So instead of 19-14, our score is 18-15, and Gabby Gunterman will be back to serve. As I mentioned, of the last 65 sets these two teams have played against each other, Western has won 63 of them. Already won the first 2 here tonight, but the Saints, I mentioned this a couple times, this is a new look Saints team. In 2019, they went 1-28 They're not going to do that again for a while. They're 10-12 this year. This is going to be a new stiff opponent in the GNAC. Tons of freshmen, a lot of young talent. And right now they're leading the Vikings here on WECU Court, 18-15 in set number 3, looking to avoid a sweep and battle back in this match. A good play at the net, still in action. Aliaga to Ritza Sender. She gets that over for a kill. Tipped at the net, but down. It's going to be Gabby Gunterman back to serve again. That's back-to-back points now for Western. There's Hitchcock over to Kuhn. That one will get down and in. Now Coach Flick Williams bolted her right up, looked like she wanted to challenge it, and then went and sat back down. So she'll accept the call. It'll be a kill by Kylie Kuhn. Mighty close to my eye, looked like it was in, looked like the right call. And here is Gracie Brenner to serve, the middle blocker. That return goes a bit wide, but Aliaga, big block at the net. And that'll set up a point for the Vikings. Man, Tupelo Logo returned that serve far to the net. There's a free shot for the Saints, and Aliaga just going up and getting it. And that was Emily Gooding hitting it right into the net. So how about your setter getting aggressive at the net here in set number 3? Del Holland checking back in, true freshman. He's had a very strong season, the first true freshman to play for the Vikings since 2012. Here's Hitchcock, over to Gooding. And they attack the true freshman Holland. Holland couldn't dig that one out. And for the first time tonight, these Saints are the first team to 20 points in a set. Here's Emily Gooding to serve. Woodruff the dig. Aliaga, here's Gunterman. Blocked at the net, but that'll get down. Gabby Gunterman picking up her 9th kill. She is so good at hitting from that back line. So Gunterman and Heilborn now with 9 kills, Ritzesender with 10, and Emily Gooding leads all players on the Saints with 11. Aliaga to Biska, big swing, and that'll get down for a kill. Back-to-back points for the Vikings, and it's a 2019 game. Biska, man, you see her just cock that arm back and just unload on it. Malia Aliaga to serve. That one is out of bounds. Good job getting out of the way was Abby Halstead. Back to a 2-point lead for the Saints. Serving now is going to be Giselle Benetti. Aliaga, here's Biska. Big swing again, but that will get over. That's Allen getting it over. There's Marisic. Biskup again to the corner, but dug out. There's Hitchcock. Emily Gooding to the back line. Woodruff digs it. Aliaga, here's Heilborn. Dug out again. Hitchcock to Allen. Tapped over. Still in play. Broken play. Marisic just gets it over. Center dump. Pancake. Aliaga pancakes it back. Still in play. Back to the Vikings. Here's Aliaga to set. Tap over. Dug out, and we're still going. Dug out by Gunterman. Woodruff. Aliaga sets it over. Here's Hitchcock to set. That's Suha. And we are still in play here. Gunterman. Excuse me, that's Callie Heilborn with a big old kill from the left side. Great pass by Marisic. Heilborn right in her wheelhouse. 1-point game now. Heilborn back to serve. Hitchcock wide to Tia Allen. That's down for a kill. St. Martin's answers nicely. Libero Olives back to serve now. Saints holding on to a 2-point lead. Woodruff to Aliaga, wide to Gunterman. Here's Alos over to Allen. Returned by Woodruff. Aliaga to Gunterman. That'll get down. Big kill by Gabby Gunterman. Making this a 1-point game again. So these teams just going back and forth trading points, both inching closer to 25. Remember, of course, it is win by 2. And here's Casey Woodruff to serve. Alos to Hitchcock. Over to Allen. Broken play. There's Ritz the sender to Biscup. Blocked at the net. Big block for the Saints in a big time. It's 23-21. Timeout on the floor by the Vikings. We're going to stay right here. Saints holding on a 23-21 lead. So looking at the Vikings this year, they started off the year 3-0 in that WWU Invitational. They defeated Sonoma State. They defeated MSU Denver, who's now the #1 team in the country. They also beat Chaminade. They're off to a very strong start. And after that, they went to the Colorado Premier Challenge in Denver, Colorado, where I believe it was like 12 or 13 of the top 25 teams in the country all went to that tournament. So the Vikings had a little bit of a tough time there. They lost to Wayne State, they lost to Lewis, and they lost to Cal State San Bernardino, who are all teams that are still in the top 25 right now. And then they defeated Lynn College. After that, though, at that point, they were 4-3. They went and defeated Simon Fraser to become 5-3, lost on the road at Central Washington to become 5-4. Since then, nothing but wins, 10 in a row. They're now 15-4. And after they started 1-1 in GNAC play, they're now 11-1 in GNAC play. The St. Martin Saints endured a 6-game losing streak earlier this season. They started off the season on a 5-game win streak, then hit a 5-game losing streak, then won 2, then lost 6, then won 3, and they've lost their last one coming into this match tonight. Here we go, finishing set number 3. Here's a attack by Tess Bisco. Caught myself that time. There's Tia Allen with the attack. Alos back to Tia Allen. Gunterman to Aliaga. Here's Biscup. Blocked at the net. Out of bounds. Point for the Vikings. Tupu Lologo back to serve now. A tightly contested third set. Vikings leading 2-0. Here's Allen blocked at the net. The return, though, out of bounds, and this game's tied. So a well-timed timeout by Coach Diane Flick-Williams. Vikings come out and score 2 in a row. And now we have another timeout on the floor by head coach Dan Banke of the Saints. We're going to keep things here one more time. Don't want to miss any of the action when we come back. Just a quick 1-minute timeout. The St. Martin Saints this year are 3-9 in GNAC play. They've defeated Western Oregon twice. Their other win was over Montana State Billings. Western Oregon, the last place team in the GNAC. They are 3-16 overall, 1-11 in GNAC play. Vikings will be taking on the Western Oregon Wolves right here on Saturday. This Saturday, November 6th at 7 p.m. After that, we're going to have a Monday game on November 8th against Alaska Anchorage. That is a replay of a game that was canceled, or postponed, I should say. And the Vikings will have 2 games on the road at MSU Billings and at Seattle Pacific before finishing their regular season right here on November 20th against Simon Fraser. So Tupu Lologo back to serve in a newly tied third set, 23-23. Here's Hitchcock over to Tia Allen. Blocked at the net. The touch goes awry, and all of a sudden, the Vikings are on match point. It was 23-21. Now it's 24-23. Vikings have scored 3 in a row, looking for 4. Here's Lologo. Broken play by the Saints, but they get it over. The logo Aliaga, Ritza sender right down, and the Vikings sweep. Count them up, 1, 2, 3 sets won by the Vikings. And that's going to do it here from Bellingham tonight. Vikings take the third and final set, 25-23, scoring 4 in a row. They're going to move to 16-4 overall, an 11-match winning streak, 6 of those matches being sweeps. Vikings will move to 12-1 in GNAC play. St. Martin's will fall to 10-13, 3-10 in GNAC play. Let's quickly get some final stats here. First for the Vikings, they hit 257 as a team, 45 kills and 7 blocks. Saints only hit 118, 32 kills and 5 blocks. For the Vikings, Ritzesender had 11 kills, Heilborn had 10, Gunterman had 10 as well, 33 kills from Aaliyah Aliaga and 14 digs for Casey Woodruff. For St. Martin's, Emily Gooding led the way with 11 kills, Tia Allen had 9, 29 assists for Hitchcock, and 11 digs for Kylie Alos. For everybody on the Vikings TV crew, John and his crew, Jeff and his crew, and for myself, I'm Ben Bagley. Thank you so much for joining us tonight, and we'll see you again on Saturday as the Vikings take on the Western Oregon Wolves. Have a great night, everybody. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you Saturday.